Laboratory of Molecular Oncology and Innovative Therapies of the Military Institute of Medicine conducts molecular research in the field of hypoxia, low tissue oxygen pressure, and its consequences for different diseases like cancers, cardiovascular diseases, or diabetes. This is also the main object of studies that were rewarded with 2019 Nobel Prize. In the laboratory, we perform experiments using special chambers that allow to culture cells in defined oxygen conditions. Physioxia, physiological oxygen level characteristic for a tissue, or in hypoxia, insufficient low oxygen pressure present, for example, in a tumor mass. Tumor cells and stromal cells are treated with drugs and later we observe their responses. In the chamber, we can visualize the cells in fluorescent microscope and record movies showing long-term reaction of cells to the stimulus, and record video clips showing long-term reaction of cells to the stimulus. Similar measurements are performed in standard atmospheric oxygen tension. This allows us to make comparisons between different conditions of oxygen level. Cells after experiment are later analyzed using various methods. One of them is a real-time PCR for analysis of gene expression. This system allows to precisely measure the changes in cells on the genome level. We can verify if a particular gene is increased or decreased after exposure of cells to hypoxia. As genes code proteins, this gives information on cell structure and functions. In the laboratory, we measure also the changes in cells on the level of protein production. For that, we use Western blot technique with chemiluminescent signal detection on X-ray films. LOMTI also owns a flow cytometer. This method is used also for the detection of tumor markers or the level of cancer aggressiveness. Most of the equipment was purchased from grant funding obtained by the laboratory team. 1.5 million Polish zlotys from Kościuszko from Ministry of National Defense, 1.5 million Polish zlotys from Opus, and 3 million Polish zlotys Sonata BIS from National Science Center, infrastructural funds from Ministry of Science and Higher Education, or from collaboration with private biotechnological startups. Results obtained during experiments are then analyzed and processed as scientific manuscripts or conference presentations. The research performed in the laboratory is mostly basic science. However, it has clinical potential as we study the biology of hypoxia and methods of its alleviation, which may increase the effectiveness of therapies. Our main object of study is pathological angiogenesis, which is a hallmark of the hypoxia-dependent diseases, and cellular senescence, phenomenon when the cell is alive and metabolically active but doesn't divide. These can have crucial effects for the development of cancer metastasis or resistance to drugs. We focus mostly on cancer, but also we study other diseases like diabetes, cardiologic disorders, endometriosis, or Alzheimer's disease. Since 2018, Professor Claudine Kieda is the head of the laboratory. She is an expert in molecular and cellular biology.
In our laboratory of molecular oncology and innovative therapies, we are observing and analyzing what the cells are doing under the influence of different tension of oxygen. And this is extremely important, as it has been proven and recognized this year by the attribution of the Nobel Prize in Medicine to people who have first shown that. And I could add that it is especially important in pathologies like cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer, and many others.
We collaborate with many Polish and foreign institutes. In the Military Institute of Medicine, we have organized International Conference ELIA, which was an occasion not only to present recent research, but also to discuss the future of international cooperation. LOMTI collaborates also with internal MIM clinics. We prepare new grant proposals with the Radiology Department, Hyperbaric Lab, and Ophthalmology Clinic. In LOMTI, we organize monthly scientific meetings, hosting well-known Polish and foreign researchers who present recent advances in biomedical sciences. During weekly journal clubs, we also present and discuss up-to-date scientific papers.